Welcome to Colts Beer, the podcast where football fever meets cold beer. Here we talk all things Indianapolis Colts, from epic touchdowns to close games to the hottest NFL rumors. Sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and let's tackle the next quarter together. Go Colts!
So, hello everybody and welcome back to the third episode of Colts Beer. Today is Roaster Cut Day. We have another very special guest with us, Lucas from the Netherlands. He will introduce himself after I introduce my beer of the day. Today it's again a local one, and you see it's a horseshoe on it. It's I mean it's red, but nobody's perfect. So, cheers, guys. Lucas, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I maybe start with the rules a little bit that I don't drink any alcohol, guys. So I'm sorry, but that's nice with the horseshoe on the beer thing. But yeah, we have all sorts of beers here in the Netherlands. I assume you guys know Amstel, Heineken, whatever brand we have as well. Got to name a couple, not to make any commercials, but yeah, thanks for having me from the Netherlands.
Good to have you on. Good to have you on, Lucas.
So,
what's your beer today, Christoph?
Yeah, my beer today is Beisinger Helles. It's from Marcel, my friend from Black Forest too. It is from Rothenburg. It is a nice beer. Smells really nice. It is not too strong in the taste. I like it. So, and I like the whole podcast because I can drink beer. Usually I don't drink beer so much.
Me either.
Same with me. I've got another cider for you guys. It's local to me. It's only about 20 minutes down the road. Aspel's. Very nice and crisp. It's the end of the British summer now, so I'll be on to a beer next week now the ciders are done.
Yeah, awesome. So, what's your opinions about the Roaster Cut Day? What's your biggest surprise? Who we want to see back at practice squad, and who's just gone forever?
I mean, for me, I don't know if it's the biggest surprise, but it's probably the one guy who was closest to making the team from all accounts is Isaiah Land. I think he had a really solid preseason. It's hard to tell. He's mainly going up against 2s and 3s. But I think the game this weekend, he was basically in the backfield constant. He was constantly there. So I thought he might have snuck on the team. But hopefully we can get him on the practice squad. I'm not sure whether someone will take a flyer on him. They might do.
Yeah. For me, that Jelani Woods. Because of the preseason games, I was thinking it was really good work. He has the best score of the whole team after 2 or 3 other guys. So I was thinking maybe he can go as tight end 5 in the final roster. And I think he's going forever because another team will climb him. Because he's a really talented guy. And yeah, I think maybe the Texans are grab him because they need a tight end.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about Jelani a bit. We praised him really much after his rookie season or while his rookie season. He really shined out there for a 3rd round pick. It's really, really sad to see him, probably go forever somewhere else. I would love to have seen him with a horseshoe much longer.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think. I mean, I almost forgot this is his 4th year now. I thought it was his third year, but he's obviously had 2 season-ending injuries, either in pre-season or. And I guess, I mean, it's just tough to come back from that amount of injuries. And I think another thing that went against him in Indy was obviously Shane didn't draft him. So I think Shane drafted Mallory. They're both more of a receiving tight end. So I think it was always going to be Shane's guy maybe over Jelani.
Yeah, I mean, we know that players with much potential and then getting loose to injuries. Like, I mean, Paris Campbell was fast as I don't know, and he has also a lot of talent, and also one of the guys who ended his career with all these injuries.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt of the main guy who could have been a Hall of Famer if it wasn't for injuries.
Yeah, I mean, Darius Leonard was such a great guy. He is still such a great guy. I still follow him. He's still awesome.
I actually thought that someone might take a flyer on him just for training camp this year. He seemed like he was in pretty good shape, just things that he posted on Instagram, but I guess not.
What do you guys think about Chris Lemons? I mean, he played a heck of a game on game 2. I mean, it's just preseason, but after that game, I really gave him a shot for the final roster.
Mm.
I mean, probably the trade for Blackman was give him, who kicked him out of team. Yeah, so maybe. For him, it was the worst news you can get yesterday. That the Colts traded for Blackman.
The problem is if you need to trade for another cornerback, if you have so much injuries on this position, and Lemons is his 3rd or 4th season for the Colts. So, and if you don't bring it to a final roster, I think there are more than one reason for it.
Yeah, I think he'll be straight back on the practice squad. I'd be surprised if he gets claimed. And yeah, like you said, Andreas, Blackman coming in, he's going to be the backup to Kenny, you would assume now. I actually, in my roster prediction, I had Lemons gone, but I had Edwards over him. I thought he looked good, undrafted rookie. I thought he looked really solid. So I had him as the last cornerback. That's probably the same deal now with Blackman. I'd be surprised if he makes the team. We've still not seen, by the way, everyone watching it. So the roster should have been in 18 minutes ago, but we'll hopefully have it all soon.
Yeah. Do we have the actual cuts?
Wait, maybe Lucas, what is your thinking about it?
About which?
We was at Lemons, Chris Lemons, cornerback.
Yeah. I think I'll agree with Sam on as far as goes. Like, I think they're a big fan of him. Will he get much playing time? What? But they're not giving up on him yet, as we might do with, some other players. So no, I'm a big fan, and I think he will get a shot eventually, for sure. One player I was sad seeing leaving, by the way, guys. That was why I was really did some earlier things, or at least leaving. I mean, that's as we're recording it, he's waived, because of course he can still, make it back on the practice squad. But Joe, the sort of Canadian receiver, at least he spent time in CFL. Mm-hmm. But I think he did pretty well. As soon as he got, as we signed him, I did some research on him. But he has a pretty cool story, and he did very well in Canada, actually. he was a very good player there. So would be not a bad step for him to step up to the NFL. And I think, if we don't get him back, definitely a different NFL team will pick him up, at least on the practice squad. Say maybe like the Panthers, who can get some depth on the wide receiver part, but as far as he did pretty well in preseason, and I'd love to see him back if it were up to me. But of course, it's not up to me. But if it was, I'd give him a shot.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
good.
Go on, Sam.
I was going to say, yeah, he looked good. I think the other wide receiver that stood out that's been waived today is Coleman Owen. He looked like a solid player.
Exactly. With the quick his kick returning. I mean, the only problem is with us, of course, that we, as far as wide receivers go, we pretty much have some depth. I think we still have to figure out our returner, but or at least have like a solid returner, like somebody who just step like a Naeem Hines used to be like that. Out of the question, he was the best one on our team to do it, and he just did it whenever he could. But yeah, as far as wide receiver play time goes, I think that's if we sign either one of those two, say for example, or get him to the practice squad or whatever, I mean, you would have to have an additional trade regarding as your skills to add something to the special teams as well, because we have that much depth at wide receiver already. I don't think they'll sign him just for being a wide receiver, right? You need to have that extra thing, which Owen does have, and Joe doesn't necessarily have. So that might give Owen more of a shot than Joe does. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, on wide receiver and on tight end, when we talked about Jelani, it's a pretty tough corp we have. I mean, it's a lot of good players we actually have set in both positions. So yeah, it's pretty hard, especially for a young wide receiver, passing Pittman, Downs, AD, even Doolin played well in special teams last years, and he had a great preseason too. So yeah, it's pretty tough to get a spot with these guys.
Yeah, same with Anthony Gould. I thought he's had a really good preseason, and I think he'll probably be. I mean, I hope touch wood he's going to be the punt returner. I don't want to see Josh Downs back there getting killed. I'd rather see him as a wide receiver and not.
Has he done punt returning for us before?
I don't think he did a bit of it in preseason.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll be the punt returner.
I was going to say, because you're not going to beat him off the squad, because he of course has he has a contract already, but I don't know. I'd rather see Josh Downs returning the punts, to be honest with you. But it's more of like a sneaky guy who can go find some gaps real quick, also make quicker turns, change direction faster.
But I mean, Josh Downs is a great punt returner, but we don't want to see him as a punt returner.
No, yeah. That's true.
No,
I mean, same with Hines. He was a great running back too. He was a lot on the field regularly, but he also did the punt returning. So you could do it. It's still, it's dangerous though. But I mean, are you gonna, risk? I mean, Downs still on his rookie contract, right? I mean, Doolin already has his extension, so you got to calculate that risk in. What would you do, Sam?
I'd have Gould return. I'd have him punt returner. He's still second year rookie. He's going to be he's wide receiver 6. I'd imagine Doolin would take snaps over Gould. Gould will probably just come in for downs if he needs to spell him. So yeah, I'd have him punt return. And he's kind of he's not like a scat back, but he's kind of someone you can get tricky with. Like jet sweeps, that sort of thing. I feel like he's going to be that sort of player. So yeah, Downs, like you said, Downs is the better punt returner, and he looked good doing it. It's just, I think it was more of an issue last year because the wide receiver core wasn't as solid last year as I think this year it is. So it was more obvious if Downs was injured last year. But yeah, me personally, I would prefer Downs to not be back there taking the risk.
Yeah, I get your point, but on the other hand, I'm like, well, I mean, you want to, especially now with the new rules, you want to make sure you have a good returner.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, I'd be willing to take the risk, but I mean, yeah. If it results into something where you don't know on that beforehand, right? But I mean, what I've seen as far, if I have to rate them, how well did they do? Downs will be on top of the list, and as far as he did pretty well. So you would say, okay, we're choosing him because he does it well. But yeah, you want to take the risk.
But we have drafted good on this point. He was one of the best returner in
college. That's for sure.
So, and last year, the only reason why Downs was a returner, Good was injury. He was out. So all games I have seen him as returner, he has go much yards. He's really quick. He can change the direction. He's small. I think Good is the same like Downs on this position. Mm-hmm. And Downs is too important to bring him as returner because Daniel Jones is a short and middle route passer. So, and that is for Downs perfect. Last year, Downs' best sessions was with Flacco because Flacco throws short and middle routes. Mm-hmm. So the deep routes is more Alec Pierce. That was better with Anthony. Right, no problem. But for Downs, I think Daniel Jones is a perfect fit. So no go risk on him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, as far as winners go in the Danny Dimes scenario, Josh Downs is probably number one winner from Danny Dimes being better than him and Tyler Warren. They're going to
Tyler Warren. I was going to say Tyler Warren.
I like Josh Downs this year.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Warren and Josh Downs are, for me, the only two Colts players I'm going to target in our draft coming up this Sunday. So for the listeners, our Blue Crew Fantasy Leagues are drafting this Sunday. So those two, I'm giving away strategy here, but
Lucas, I'm in the same league like you. You don't get them. That's mine.
We'll see. We might trade afterwards. We'll see.
What do you guys make of the safety room? I know we've not seen all of the cuts yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be obviously Bynum, Nick Cross, Rodney Thomas, and Daniel Scott.
I was going to say I'm going to add the last one. Yeah, Scott. I mean, he definitely with the interception versus the Bengals, I was thinking, what is Desmond Ridder doing? So absolutely no surprise they cut him. But yeah, I mean, and he's earned it. Let's face it. I mean, his story is incredible.
Yeah.
So very happy that. I mean, we don't know for sure yet, but let's assume he's going to make it and well deserving. So absolutely, yeah, super happy with that.
So they cut Washington and Tennessee. So there aren't much more safeties left.
I think they're the only safeties left now. I think.
Did I forget about anyone?
I don't think so. Well, other than Adib Barwell, where they had him on the depth chart at strong safety, didn't they? other than him. But I don't know. I just wonder whether we'll add a waiver claim for a safety. I worry about Rodney Thomas still. Not a fan.
Yeah. I think they'll keep him around.
Daniel Scott, I mean, yeah, no, he was injured. He did play well, but yeah, he had season-ending injury last preseason too, I think. I can't remember what he had, but it was also a pretty big injury.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about him to carry the load for a whole season.
On a
Yeah.
side note, by the way, not Colts related, but just quick FYI. Dylan Gabriel's number 2 quarterback in Cleveland. Breaking news now. So, hey, there you go. Surprised by that, to be honest, but we'll see. But can I take the opportunity to quickly promote the while the listeners are still pretty early in the podcast, to promote the Colts Cookout Andreas and Christoph are coming to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
And Sam should be coming too, but don't think he'll make it. But but on October 5th, here in my backyard, in the Colts Garden House, actually, I'm hosting sort of a Colts European Colts Cookout. It's based on a friend for me in the US. His name's Rick. His name's Colts Caveman. He does this every year. He does the official Colts Cookout in the US, where he invites people to his place and just barbecues and has some fun. I don't think he actually connects it to a game. We do. So on October 5th, everybody's going to come watch the Raiders game versus the Colts that Sunday night. People are welcome from 4:30 until whenever else they want to last. I have on the poster that you can stay until the end of Red Zone, but I think I'll stay up even longer. So until how long are you staying, Andreas and Christoph?
Apparently, I have to leave immediately after the Colts game.
Oh,
because I wasn't able to get off on Monday.
Gotcha.
So after the game, I have to drive like, I don't know, 3 hours to Frankfurt. After the game, and having a short night. I'm back to work on Monday morning.
Yeah.
And I have only 1 hour drive. This is so close to me. I'm from Kerpen. That is maybe 100 kilometers. This is nothing. So Marcel is coming with me because I can't drive. I have an operation at my shoulder. So he drives. Maybe we need to sleep in your garden because if Marcel comes to beer, it's always driving. You know what I mean. So, but I'm really looking forward for this day. This is looks amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I have 15 people coming already, so it's
that's
I'm eating for 15. It's no problem.
Yeah. But including you of course. So yeah, looking forward to it. But I just wanted to take the opportunity to promote that, so to say, and I'll make sure I have a great time. We're gonna watch a short documentary. We're gonna play some trivia. Tip on the game. Germans call betting tipping, and watch the game, barbecue, all those things. So
yeah, and Sam needs.
It'll be fun.
Oh, Christoph, you went on mute.
He still is.
No, there you go.
Don't know why. I was talking. Sam needs to come. UK isn't far away of Netherlands.
Oh, no. I said to Lucas, I wish I could, but I'm going on holiday the Wednesday after it. So I haven't got any holiday from work to come.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll just call it.
I mean, if this is going to be an annual thing, you'll see me there next year.
Depending on the success and on how much it will cost me, because it's going to be it's not going to be cheap. I'll see if I'll do it again next year. But as far as right now, I didn't expect such positive turnouts. And Andreas is going to drive 3 hours. Andre, our other member of the group, he's going to come from Munich all the way. I think Stefans, our current international fan of the year, is going to come from Hamburg. A very long way, but they're still going to come. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. What quarterback are we going to see week 9? Well, it's not week 9, it's week 4, 5, I think. Against the Raiders.
Yeah, 5 or 6, yeah. Maybe Riley Leonard by that point. We might have cycled through everyone.
Yeah, probably. He's just going into tank mode then, you think?
Maybe by Berlin. I mean, who knows? Depends what the the schedule, the record looks like. I mean, the one thing about our record is it is not that difficult at the start of the season. It's not the hardest. It gets harder sort of midway, but who knows? Lucas, what do you? Obviously, you weren't on last week with us. What do you think about the quarterback situation?
Somebody I was very surprised with in the preseason. Leonard's just fun to watch,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I understand the choice for Daniel Jones. I also don't. What's been said about it that I can add to it. I mean, everything has been said about it, but I'm super surprised with Leonard. I think he did a fantastic job, and I think he'll definitely become the third quarterback. But it's just also with the same. I sort of had the same feeling with him with Ellinger, just a little bit better. I don't know. He just made a better impression on me than Ellinger did. So I'm pretty comfortable that say we would ever need the emergency quarterback situation, then I'd be excited for it. Not excited that Jones or Richardson both would be injured, because in that kind of situation he probably would be playing. But if that would happen, you're gonna watch a fun game. You're gonna have fun watching. I always had fun watching Ellinger. So yeah, I'm, as far as the third quarterback goes, pretty impressed. He did a great job. Also with Treadwell in the preseason, super impressed with how he did, and also not just playing wise, also the way he represents himself. But of course, that also comes from his experience with Notre Dame and the national championship stuff, and he's not the rookie, so to speak. He's been around the block, even in college. Super. This is kind of guy I would want to have on my team. So as far as that goes, I think we hit it off well on that quarterback side. So compliments to the front office for that pick. And as soon as I saw Stefan Sauter-Reed, he probably has his card. That's pretty awesome. But I was like, yeah, that's a good pick. And for as of right now, it only has confirmed that view. But somehow I want to say I would love to see him play, in the actual game. On the other hand, I'm also like, well, that means something is wrong. So
yeah,
you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. So
yeah.
As far as emergency quarterback goes, Colts did a great job.
Yeah, he's got something about him, Riley, hasn't he? It just, you feel like he'd find a way to win. I don't know whether it wouldn't necessarily be your prototypical win, but he just has that something about him. I imagine teammates will rally around him. I think he's looked good preseason. I was saying to Andreas, I actually thought it was going to be Bean at the start of preseason. I like Bean. I thought he might beat Leonard out, but it doesn't really seem to have been close.
Haven't seen him being cut, Bean, so far.
No, Coran, all four inside.
No.
For me, is the question: is it for possible Anthony Richardson trade?
It's absolutely possible.
Because for me, Anthony Richardson needs a coach who likes him, who can work with him. So maybe it makes sense to trade him away, and Bean and Leonard stays in the roster. So maybe the reason for me.
That could be. You usually don't go with 4 quarterbacks into your 53-man roster.
Not often.
Sam?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's any danger of Bean being picked up on waivers by anyone. He sailed through waivers last year. I don't see that changing.
If you got Leonard, I am with you, but Jason Bean has the teams who say, hey, we need him. There are more than enough quarterbacks on the waiver. You can change with him. So if Bean stays in the roster, there's a reason, I think.
Yeah, if he's still on the 53-man roster, then yeah, that spells danger for AR. But I don't see that.
I mean, I
just read
still
the
haven't seen the final 53 roster.
What's that?
Have one of you found it?
No, I've not seen it yet. All I've seen just now is that apparently we're going to work out Mike Hilton, cornerback from the Bengals tomorrow. Apparently, which kind of makes sense with Lou.
So yeah, when we talked about quarterbacks, how did you guys felt over last week? I mean, last Tuesday we had the first shock just a few hours ago. Christoph gets really comfortable with it. He's really good with Daniel Jones. Good as far as you can be good with Daniel Jones. Yeah, of course, I understand. But yeah, I'm still not comfortable with that situation. How do you guys feel about that after a week?
I mean, for me, you know, I'm a Colts fan first. Like I am an AR fan. I think if he's given a chance, well, he at least has to be given a chance to see what he's got. The biggest issue I ever had with AR was just the injuries, to be honest. I felt like he could probably put it together if he got a run, but it's more just whether he'd actually get a run, whether he could go 3, 4, 5 games without an injury. I'm okay with... Look, I feel like we've got a quarterback who is going to do the easy stuff well and probably eliminate some of the mental mistakes that you might get with a young quarterback like Anthony Richardson. Is it going to be exciting to watch? Probably not. Probably not the most exciting product that we'll put on the pitch. And I don't believe the whole, you know, he's got a long leash and all that from Shane. I think if we're 1-4 come week 6, I'd imagine Anthony Richardson will be in. Like, I don't believe that. I think that's just coach speak, just getting behind the guy he's picked. But it is what it is. Danny Dimes is QB1, and hopefully he can. I mean, he needs. I think we were saying in the group that I don't think a coach, team, quarterback has ever needed a week 1 win more than the Colts do against the Dolphins next Sunday. I think the whole organisation just needs that win, to be honest, to talk about something other than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, so for me, it's after all what I have read at Twitter and some inside news, we only can see maybe 25% of all what is going on. So, and if I read all what is going on, there are 2 points for me. Steichen told in every PK and some of the guys, Anthony Richardson's growing on his mentally to a leader. He comes earlier, so that is the usually stuff for me. You are the leader of the team. You come as first and you go as the last. This is usually the same I'm thinking my boss needs to do. So, and Steichen has told this every PK, so maybe this grant an issue of him. So, and the player saying over Daniel Jones, he is one of the first guys on the field. He is one of the last guys who goes out of the facility. And after 2 or 3 training days, the receiver saying, hey, this was crazy because this guy is coming. We make a drive. And then he comes, hey, guy, the route is so, you run the wrong route. Because Jones has read all of the playbook and was thinking about it like a mastermind. So yeah, he isn't maybe the best quarterback in the league. I am ready with it. I don't think he is our franchise quarterback. I think we need to give him a chance, no question. But I think the problem with Anthony Richardson is Daniel Jones can lead the team because this guy is a man, and Richardson is a young guy who can bring it. So, and for me, a guy who has played 3 years at a college, 4 years at a high school team. So now the 3rd year in the NFL, he needs to grow with his mind. And with 23, You need to stay there, and you need to bring this team on the field as a leader, or you're wrong at this position. So then is it right that you stay a season or two behind a starter who can lead this, to learn his abilities as a leader. So for me, I don't think Anthony Richardson can lead this team. So and that is the problem. Like last year, the step out, the whole team says we need to talk with him, come back and fight for your job. And so, usually it is an NFL profile. This guy gets more than 15 millions in a year. So you need to be a man enough to fight on your job. So and you come, no, I'm the first guy. No, that's not possible. Then you go to the bench and train your mind, grow, and come back as a leader. So and I think maybe that's correct, the idea. He stays behind Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones can lead his team. Anthony isn't the guy current.
Well, Christoph, I mean, as far as competition goes, which you're describing, I think Richardson did a great job of, always saying that he didn't have any problem with the competition. I think he always said that in press conferences and interviews. I never saw him having any trouble with the competition, as far as I'm concerned. But hypothetically speaking, what would you say his future is with the Colts then? Because, okay, Daniel Jones is our starter for the season as of right now. So say he plays all 17 games, we will win some games, and we are also going to lose some games. Let's face it. So we'll be around 9-8 again, maybe 10-7, edging close to the playoffs. Maybe in, maybe out. Same situation as last year. And Steichen and Batter keep their job. Then next year, we will miss out on the top quarterback prospects. So who are you going to play then? Daniel Jones only has one season. Is Richardson still an option for you then, or is it completely done in your book now?
For me, I think usually it's better for Richardson to go away of Indy and start new at other franchise. But if really the staff is thinking he's a project, then it's better for Richardson to stay behind Daniel Jones, see him mentally, learn of him, and come next year better back. Fight on the starter position. Every fail of Daniel Jones needs to be used. Stay at the field and show you can this throw. So that the team are thinking, this guy is coming. So maybe he has a chance next year. Yeah, for me, sure.
So, one thing I truly disagree from my whole heart, Daniel Jones can't lead the football team. He showed 6 years in New York he can't do it. So he's not the leader Anthony can learn from. He's not Russell Wilson or something like that. He's just someone who failed the last 6 years.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. Yeah, but on the other hand, I'm also like, well, I get it that sitting out might be good, but at a certain point, where are you going to draw the line, right? I mean, where does it end? We're in the third year already. It's gone pretty fast, but I'm like, well, if you want to work on a project, give him the opportunity to play, and then go down with the ship if it's if it doesn't work out. But that's not how some people think, of course. But
the problem for me, I will not say Daniel Jones is the perfect leader. That's not what I say. I say he's the best chance to lead a team. So the team says he is a leader. So I trust the team, not the fans, because the team works with him. So, and if Josh Downs say, hey, he's a nice guy, Mitchell says it, Tyler Warren says it, I trust these guys. So
what should they say other ways? Should they say on media, Daniel Jones?
Yeah, there was an interview with them. So read the interview, then you can read it. So that is why I trust the guys, not the fans. So for me, I don't say Daniel Jones is the best quarterback. That's I never say. I never say he's the best leader. But the problem is if he is so bad, you all say, okay, perfect. Why? Thinking a guy like Steichen, he knows that this goes on his job. Don't bring Richardson on the field. You all say, Richardson's more talented, better leader, better lead. So why he's staying behind the second baddest, worst quarterback last year? He can't win a competition against a guy who was one of the worst quarterbacks last season. So
because
that's what
Steichen is a problem too.
Hmm?
Steichen is one of the biggest parts of the whole problem because of that.
No, I don't think so. But that is, I
Oh, internet problems.
Anthony Richardson just hacked into his internet.
Yeah, Christoph's camera went in rage mode.
What I would say, and I think you touched on it, Lucas, it sounds like teammates have said that Anthony Richardson did a good job this offseason. I mean, Quentin Nelson sounded like he was going to bat for Anthony a lot. Again, that's just because Q is a leader. That's a true leader in Quentin Nelson. They seemed a bit downbeat, obviously, the day that they found out. Obviously, to be honest, I don't know how I'd react if I had like 10 cameras and microphones pointed at me in the locker room. But they didn't sound overly enthused. I don't know whether it was about Daniel Jones or more just the fact that it's another starting quarterback in their time in Indy. So it's just more about the change as opposed to who the change is. But I mean, if it again, it's hard. We don't know exactly, but it's according to, I think it was Ian Rappaport was saying that the split is, Steichen wants Daniel Jones, Ballard wants Anthony Richardson, which again leads me to believe that I don't believe that Daniel Jones, if the record is not great at the start of the season, I'd imagine that Anthony Richardson will be in pretty quickly. It might not work out. It could be just as bad. Who you're not really going to know until he's back there. But
I mean, with all said, I just said about Daniel Jones. I mean, he is our starting quarterback right now. I really hope I'm wrong and I'm sitting here in 5 weeks and doing apologize for everything I said about them. I really hope so. Yeah, but I truly don't think so.
Daniel Jones will be on his MVP level play by week 5.
We've seen it before. Like I said, we've seen it before. We've seen it, a Baker Mayfield, a Sam Darnold, a Geno Smith story in which, a new area for a guy might be good. So I don't say it's not an option. I just say that, looking at back when Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold were in these situations, I sort of had more trust in, that it might still be there than I do now. But like Andrea said, I think I might be wrong as well. So
some non-quarterback news. Juju Brents has just been waived.
Oh,
waived?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, Ian Rappaport was reporting he's been waived.
Okay.
So that looks like
Edwards will be made that time over. Or did
Sorry?
we miscalculate anything?
I think. Do you know what? There was a little bit I put in the group today that he would be my. I didn't think he would be, but I put that he'd be the surprise cut for me today that could happen, and it was only because they put him in against. In the preseason, they put him in against the Bengals. Now I know that he's been coming back from injury and hadn't really played that much, but Jalen Jones also was injured and also started training last week. I thought it was a surprise that they had Brents in there. And I guess they've decided that Brents is not good enough anymore.
That's tough news. I mean, I think we all loved his hometown guy story.
Indy native.
But yeah, at this point, injuries again. We talked about that before. he showed a lot of potential too in his rookie season. But yeah,
It's, well, I mean, that's going to go down as a bad pick by Ballard, isn't it? That one. What was it? Second rounder, was he? Second rounder, wasn't he?
I thought he was late, but I'm absolutely not sure.
No, Jalen Jones was the 7th round. Juju Brents was 2nd round.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, not Ballard's finest pick, that one.
You can say about Ballard whatever you want, but he usually is awesome in 2nd and 3rd round.
Yeah, he's awesome in the 2nd, 3rd round when it's not defensive end or cornerback. He's pretty good elsewhere. Can't pick defensive ends, can he? But still got nightmares about Kimoko Toure and Banagu.
So hopefully that's not a bad sign for JTT.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But he looked pretty good in the first game, I think, against.
Yeah, I think he looked.
The Ravens.
Yeah, he looked good against the Ravens, didn't he? I think. I heard good things. I think the Packers joint practice didn't see too much from the game, but the joint practice, I think it sounded like he flashed. So I think. Well, I mean, that's probably the hardest group I'd guess that Ballard had to cut down. It's a defensive line. I think he's got some good depth there this year.
Yeah, there are some decent players out there. I haven't heard much about Samson Ebukam. How was his preseason?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, I barely read anything about him in practices or anything. I'd not seen much about Ebukam. So for me, he's probably going to be 3rd in the rotation. Well, maybe even 4th behind JTT. Maybe he'll have Pay and Latu, obviously starting defensive ends, and then it's even Tyquan Lewis might come in before Ebukam.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, I've still not seen the rest of the roster yet. Just that was one of the big waves.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the wave stuff just came in at that time. You know.
Well, I mean, and I think I said that Mike Hilton is coming in for a tryout tomorrow, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's picked up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Played with Lou, didn't he? So seems like a
no-brainer. Yeah, I read it too, and they say he will come tomorrow for a tryout, and there are mutual interest to sign him immediately.
Yeah. Might just need to add a safety in there as well. And I mean, we've not even touched on the linebackers yet. I'm not.
Oh yeah. We haven't talked about our linebacker core. It's Zaire Franklin plus. I think you said it at the WhatsApp chat before. Zaire Franklin and some practice squad players.
Zaire Franklin and special teamers, and I think it was Ryan in the group said, Zaire Franklin isn't probably on other teams would be a special teamer, to be honest. He can tackle, but that's probably about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one who has been impressive, or I say impressive, has been the most surprising was Joe Bucci. I wasn't expecting him to play as well as he's done. It looks like he's going to be starting alongside Zaire Franklin, unless we bring in someone free agent.
Great, Bristol's left.
We should bring at least one linebacker in that.
Yeah, I think Isaiah Simmons got released today. I think the Jags released a 2nd or 3rd round linebacker from a couple of years ago. I think there's going to be plenty of linebackers out there to pick up.
I mean, as far as we know, our new defensive coordinator, Lou, don't play that much with linebackers. His cornerbacks have much more work to do on tackling. But still, it's Zaire Franklin and Bucci maybe, and then
we've not seen the roster, but after that it's Alubi, McGrone, I think they're probably the guys that make the team, I guess. But they're probably also the guys that will get then cut tomorrow as well. It wouldn't be a surprise.
Okay. So yeah. So we won't get a full
roster. I was looking for it,
today.
Nothing announced yet.
So yeah, I think we can wrap it up here. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for supporting us. Don't forget to like the video and follow the channel. Yeah, thanks. Have a good night.
And come to the Colts cookout.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks, Lucas. Cheers, guys.